So, in the previous lesson, we got introduced to the 8-pillar framework. In this lesson, we're going to dive into the first of those pillars, which is motivation. Now, this refers to why you want to do this subject. This is a very important element in your personal statement to convey to the reader that you have a true connection with this subject and you truly want to do this. Unfortunately, this can also be a very difficult pillar to be unique with and shine out through. But don't worry, in this lesson, we're going to dive in a bit deeper and look at the specifics to help you craft more genuine and authentic points. All the reasons that you could possibly think of that drives your motivation to study a subject can be broadly split into 2 categories. The first is academic interest, and the second is personal opportunity. The academic interest refers to how the subject matter has inspired you so much that you now can't get enough of it. And this has led you to want a deeper knowledge and understanding which only studying this subject at university is going to allow. The second is personal opportunity, and this refers to what you get out of it. And these reasons tend to be very emotionally charged, for example, studying medicine to go on to then care for patients and how that will bring you joy and delight. So now that we've been introduced to the theory behind academic interest and personal opportunity, we'll now go on and see these concepts in action. As you know, this complete personal statement masterclass is completely free for you to watch right here on YouTube. But if you're like me and you prefer this information in the written format, then you might like to check out my ebook by clicking on the link somewhere up here or in the description below. This 100-page book concisely contains everything you'll need to write to your very own personal statement using genuine Oxbridge examples. I've written it to be easy to read and designed it to be easy on the eyes to help you access all the key information in the quickest way possible. And you can use the code ULTIMATE, which will give the first 100 people 50% off the book. On top of that, everyone who buys the book will get 50% off the full personal statement video masterclass, which features 20 extra lessons covering how to structure the personal statement, how to get going, how to cut down, what pitfalls to avoid, and lots of worked examples, all of which will help you craft your very own expert personal statement. Now, back to the lesson. So, in the previous lesson, we learnt about the motivating factors and how they can be broadly split up into academic interest and personal opportunity. Now, let's take a look at both of those things in action, starting with academic interest first. Reading biology books kindled my interest in the body's ingenious workings, and health news articles made me aware of topical issues in the medical world. I'm fascinated by how pathogens affect us, the symptoms of diseases, and how they are combated. So, as we saw that sentence clearly demonstrated a scientific interest in medicine, and it used a specific example about pathogens to really make the point sound more authentic and genuine. So that's a really good thing to take away from that sentence. Using specific examples can increase the authenticity of the point that you're making. Now let's see personal opportunity in action. There's no better feeling than the delight felt whilst helping others and making a difference to their lives. Now that sentence clearly speaks about the personal opportunity that doing medicine will bring them. Importantly, notice how it's a 2-step process. It's essentially saying doing medicine is going to allow them to help others, opportunity 1, and it's linked to how it's going to bring them delight and joy, opportunity 2. Using a 2-step process like this and fleshing out the point is really going to increase the authenticity and make you sound more genuine with your motivating factors. Now here's an example that combines academic interest and personal opportunity and presents them together. An appetite for scientific knowledge, hard work, and an altruistic outlook are essential characteristics of doctors and aspects of my character that have drawn me to study medicine. I'm thrilled by the prospect of exploring the causes and treatment for diseases that affect individuals, and the opportunity to contribute wherever possible to improving their quality of life. Now, this brilliantly demonstrates academic interest by using things like appetite for scientific knowledge and causes and treatment for disease. But it also hits the personal opportunity points with phrases like opportunity to contribute to improving their quality of life. And finally, here's an example that combines academic interest and personal opportunity in a single sentence. Studying medicine and ultimately becoming a doctor will feed both my scientific interest and my passion to care for others. So to summarize, it's important to include your motivations to study medicine, and they can be broadly split up into academic interest and personal opportunity. Now let's move on to the next lesson and the next pillar of our framework.